Moving on, the US-led NATO forces have been fighting with the Taliban and other terror outfits in Afghanistan and areas bordering Pakistan for the last 2 decades. The fight against terror launched in 2001 will be a challenging task for President-elect Joe Biden and his government. Today, we talk about the future policy of the United States in South Asia, where not only the fight against terrorism is prominent, but to counter China's growing influence in the region is also a challenging task. Today, I am joined by two Pakistani experts, Tariq Fateh from Toronto and Arif Ajakia from London, to discuss more about the US future policy in South Asia. Firstly, Mr. Tariq Fateh, since the Democrats have come to power in the United States, what will be the policy change you foresee as far as dealing with South Asia affairs is concerned? Do you believe that the United States will continue to keep a tough stand against Pakistan?
One has to realize that Mr. Biden has had a history of always supporting overseas wars, and he has benefited the American military-industrial complex quite a degree. He will be susceptible to the Pakistanis who he has promised that he will put in his administration. You have to understand that he has given a verbal promise, and where he says that my administration will have Muslims in it. And who are Muslims? Turks or Arabs don't say they are Muslim. They know who they are. It's only Pakistanis use that term, and they have made an entry into his inner circle, which they will. So I am skeptical that any progress would be made towards peace in our region. I think this will lead to further tensions, because he's a great supporter of China, and China's agenda is to encircle India.
Now, I would like to ask Mr. Arif Ajakia about the terror emanating from the Pakistani soil. Will the Joe Biden government remain tough against Pakistan to eliminate terror groups operating from there? Will the US keep its relations strong with its all-time ally, India?
It is India which is the biggest victim of terrorism, and now West is facing the same thing, especially after attacks by Islamist terrorists in France and Austria. West has realized that we have to fight this pandemic together, and they don't find a better ally than India. So they, especially in America, whatever party is ruling, be it Republic or Democratic, they both have to make India their ally.
The United States is fighting in Afghanistan for the past 2 decades. What will be its future policy to deal with the Taliban and other terror groups surviving because of financial and technical support from neighboring Pakistan?
Taliban is a creation of ISI. Taliban works under the supervision of ISI, and Taliban will not let America leave Afghanistan. President Biden, I don't know what his policies will be, but it is better that America leaves Afghanistan but crushes Taliban and its masters, Pakistan army. Without crushing Pakistan army, without dismembering Pakistan army, nobody can achieve anything in Afghanistan.